Hey everyone, welcome to DM React Showtime. I'm Nick, this is Damo.
Yeah, and this is our brand new channel, and we're going to be branching out and watching some of the most incredible TV shows and movies that are available as we take our journey to the next level.
Thanks for being with us for the first episode of The Last Dance. That's where we're going to start the channel off. But if you could like, subscribe and share, we'd really appreciate that because your support means everything to us.
Definitely, and if you are a lover of sports, feel free to visit our other channel, DM Reacts, if you haven't before, for hundreds of videos.
Yeah.
Over there on probably all of your favourite sport. Videos to the channel will be dropping twice a week. They'll be coming out on Tuesdays and Fridays, and that'll be at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And I have taken into consideration there the old clocks going back, so definitely 10 a.m. Eastern time. If you would like to also have a say with what content we're going to be watching that comes out onto this channel, feel free to visit our Patreon. The link for that is down in the description, and knowing him probably in the pinned comment as well. But for now, just sit back and enjoy episode 1 of The Last Dance with us. Wow.
To all the fans in the city of Chicago, if you guys remember in 1984 when they drafted Michael Jordan, I said then when I got here that we would be champions by the time I leave.
It looks quite slight. Is that how most start out?
Yeah, normally just coming out of college.
I just want the franchise and Chicago Bulls to be respected as a team, like the Lakers or the Philadelphia 76ers or the Boston Celtics.
And the Chicago Bulls have won their first ever NBA championship.
Wow, they've never won a championship once, ever before. When was the team created? When were they starting up?
I'm not sure.
How long was that? Because that's, well, I say a long way. I mean, it feels like a long way.
Yeah.
You think Chicago, they would have had a team for a long time.
That's
right?
what I was going to say. Yeah, I don't know when.
Maybe they had a
started
team
up,
before
but
the Bulls who had won championships, because we
Maybe.
know the teams move around. So you said.
My name is Michael Jordan. I played with the Bulls from 84 to 98.
Scotty Maurice Pippen from Hamburg, Arkansas.
Oh,
What's up?
I know. I recognise him. Why do I recognise him?
That's Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Everyone
the
knows
name
Dennis
on the
Rodman.
back can't
Yeah.
give that away. Why do I know him? I could have seen him in the news or something.
Yeah, he was a bit of a bad boy, if you like. I think he was also on a reality TV show in the UK at some point.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, he's
If it doesn't let us know in this, can you let us know down in the comments? Who did he date?
yeah, I think
you
he
say?
dated someone famous. I can't remember who it was though.
It's because I'm different.
It's a cameraman.
We created an image that people want to be part of.
Why is everybody here?
Michael Jordan.
Was that actually him?
Yeah.
After the 5th championship, which was 96, 97, other than Michael, the rest of the guys were probably at the end of their high productive years.
Will this be his last year?
I just kept hearing this over and over again, and I was just getting irritated.
We felt like we were the greatest team ever.
Crack me up. It's just then he just said about Michael Jordan being possibly the greatest player of our time, meaning the current time, and now he's saying that towards the end of his career, and now without a doubt, any poll you put out there, he's unanimously put down really as the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
It shows, isn't it, how when time passes, things change,
Yeah, definitely.
and the same will probably happen to a degree with LeBron.
Yeah, once LeBron's career's over and
Time's
people reflect.
passed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a bold decision to break up a team when you're that good.
Yeah. I think the idea would have been we've still got Michael. He's still very good. Let's rebuild while he's there instead of trying to rebuild from scratch when he's gone, as well as the others, Scottie Pippen, Rodman. I think it'll be an easier rebuild with Jordan at the centre still. I'm with you. Let's win 6, 7, 8, and then we'll
Nice, obviously.
go into liquidation and.
Drama that summer as to whether they're even going to come back.
You can't argue with championship after championship after championship.
I mean, the only comparisons that I can recall being apt were to Babe Ruth and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
I've been rebuilding for 42 years. The management started talking about the franchise is going to change or we're going to rebuild.
When asked what the Bulls' biggest challenge would be this year.
Jerry Krauss was the general manager of the Bulls. He was there when I bought the White Sox in 1981.
Is the general manager the guy who is at the side of the touchline, barking out plays and doing subs, bringing people on and off.
No, that's the coach.
Coach.
Yeah,
Do you know what? I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, no disrespect, I was thinking he doesn't look like your typical coach. So he, general manager, what is that? Just a title? CEO, effectively.
Yeah, someone that overlooks the entire operation instead of just the on-court aspect.
I asked around the league, and everybody I talked to said, don't touch the guy. I wanted somebody who truly believed in building a team the way I wanted to, and Krauss was the guy.
And Jerry had the little man problem.
All the attention is going to Michael and Scotty and Dennis and Phil.
Jerry Krauss, the Bulls general manager, says, quote, organizations win titles, not players, end quote.
Quote that was attributed to you.
He admitted later on, oh yeah, I left the word up.
We know the team is much bigger than the 15 players.
Those are the things you take to keep it short.
Jerry Krauss was one of the nicest, kindest, sweetest men I've ever known.
Phil, from a contract standpoint, wanted to be compensated.
Didn't move Michael Jordan pieces. Phil Jackson, yeah, you can move him in now. And he was wrong about that.
I said from day one, if Phil's not coaching, I'm not going to be a part of rebuilding.
You know, I will not choose to play for another coach.
I think Jerry was looking forward to having a clean slate. There was no chance for reconciliation.
All of a sudden, there's this guy from Iowa State, Tim Floyd, the head coach. So Krauss clearly is grooming the next guy. He invites everybody from the team, and he doesn't invite
I knew that was coming.
Phil Jackson, the head coach.
If somebody doesn't invite me to a wedding, I'd like to thank him.
And, you know, more than anything else, coaches' salaries went like this, and, you know, general managers' salaries might have gone like this.
Jerry Reinsdorf has finally come to his senses, signing Phil Jackson to a one-year deal to return as coach.
Jerry called me to his office and said, this is going to be your last year. I don't care if you win 82 games in a row. This is going to be your last year.
Who do you think is the most important? See, me personally, I do. This is probably because I've spent virtually my entire career as a manager. But I do think managers coach in this scenario.
Yeah.
I think the coaches, without the coach, it doesn't matter if you've got the right players.
You've got a talented group of players, or you've got a talented group of individuals, if you like.
Yes.
The coaches and the ones that put
the
them together.
Gets
he runs the
working.
plays. He's the one that comes up with those. And when I say most important, I don't think he stands above the rest.
No.
One thing I do agree, what Krauss said was that you do need the whole organisation. One part of that can't win on its own. But
I was on board with him with that part, but then he went and said to him, if you win 82 games, I'm guessing there's 82 games in a season. Yeah, so to say that to a guy who's just come back for 1 year,
and
bit
won
of a
like
dick move, right?
won 5 championships as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
He was unhappy, I think, that the owner had gone over his head.
And got the limelight. The coach is getting more limelight than the GM.
Yeah, which is like standard, really.
He seems resentful. Yeah, because he's in the limelight. He's on the sideline the whole game.
Yeah.
You're in the back room doing what you do, being a businessman, while he's running the team doing what he does.
Yeah. Nah. What do you reckon? Let us know down in the comments.
There in Paris where they were mobbed. I mean, it was like the Beatles had come to town.
Michael was like the Pied Piper walking down the Champs-Élysées.
Just one man is hogging the attention, Michael Jordan.
He's bigger than the Pope, screams the morning paper. And everybody wants a piece of him.
And Pope's not having that.
Right.
He's going to fight back.
Michael Air Jordan, s'il vous plaît.
But the Bulls who immediately preceded the Michael Jordan era could be characterized as mediocre.
We weren't very good, during the time leading up to Michael.
The Bulls were being outdrawn at the Chicago Stadium by an indoor soccer team, the Chicago State.
And here comes a young Michael Jordan.
He decided to play in Chapel Hill for one of the great coaches of all time, and Dean Smith.
He was a disciplinarian, tremendous teacher. Michael had a ton of respect for him.
Michael's parents did a tremendous job with him.
Dear Mom, I am sending you my account number so that you can deposit some money in my account.
He was very inconsistent
That's
as a
crazy.
freshman, but he's one of the most competitive ones we've ever had in our drills.
I thought you just told me you wanted to be the best player to ever play here. He said, I'm going to show you. Nobody will ever work as hard as I work.
I was better than he was.
for about 2 weeks. He was soaking up information. And by the time we got to the national championship game, he was a great player.
The largest crowd ever for a basketball game.
I say, it looks even bigger than that.
I had no time to be nervous. Michael had some big key buckets and had some big shots.
32 seconds to go. A 1-point lead for Georgetown.
Coach Smith called that timeout. We're down 1. He was drawing up a play for James.
I felt really good that I did something, to help out the whole team. I'm just a freshman on the block, and I enjoyed my freshman year. And I hope in the next 3 years that I'm here that we can win at least 2 or 3 more.
What Michael
Some confidence.
really did was
every year.
Look at Michael Jordan cover ground. Oh, just get up there. I think he hit his head on the backboard. I heard him.
Oh, he did as well, yeah.
Michael Jordan's the only player that could ever turn it on and off. And he never freaking turned it off.
But at the same time, he was here and you could be one of the top 3 or 4 picks.
How many years was he in there? Junior, they said. So does that mean he's had 3 years?
Yeah, freshman year, sophomore year, and then I'm guessing you go back as a junior.
And then what's the 4th year?
Don't know.
Senior.
Senior.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, junior year, senior year, yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
So we're easily pleased, didn't we? Yeah, senior year.
They're watching, of course it's senior year, and we're like throwing a party.
Pair of idiots. We're going to be high-fiving off camera, like, oh, we nailed that one.
Yes.
What a recording.
We got something right today.
The USA Network presents the 1984 NBA College Draft.
So Portland's feeling was that they needed a center.
Portland selects Sam Bowie. The Chicago Bulls pick Michael Jordan of the University of North Carolina. Jordan, who led North Carolina, now looking to step in to lead the Bulls.
Perhaps you can turn that Bulls thing around. What do you think?
Hopefully, I can go in and contribute and maybe turn it around.
One of the best decisions they ever made.
The reality is we were lucky.
Yeah, I know.
The draft.
Surely he's got to be the greatest ever player. Here's one for you.
I know what you're going to say.
Bit of homework. No, I'm going to go across. I'm going multi-sport here.
Okay.
Who is the greatest ever player across all the big sports that do the drafts to not have been drafted as first pick?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Because it's got to be him.
Yeah, I understand Portland not
people
going.
might think he's commonly put down as the greatest player across all sports anyway.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
1984 though, so it still
Michael
took quite a
became
while
the
to
most
turn them into
popular
winners.
amateur basketball player in the world.
Gets it, puts it in the Jordan. That, to me, makes him the best basketball player that I've ever seen.
Before Michael Jordan got to the Bulls in 1984, drugs were prevalent.
The articles I read, they called it the Bulls traveling cocaine circus. Accurate?
Look. I enjoyed, just hanging out, playing cards, watching movies. I don't smoke. I don't do lines. I didn't drink at the time.
We wish you were 7-1, but he isn't. None of the experts thought that he would.
Maybe that's why he didn't go first, because his height.
When we drafted Michael, I did not know how good Michael was.
From the first day in practice, my mentality was, whoever is the team leader on that team, I'm going after him. I felt like I earned my stripes in the third game.
They had Sidney Moncrief, who was the reigning defensive player of the year.
Before, guys will get down on themselves and then they just kind of give up.
There's Jordan driving.
We come back and we win the game.
And now the noise factor begins to really increase. Here is the man, Michael Jordan.
There was none other like him.
Driving all the way in.
Oh, wow.
Being held and everything as well.
Only played professional basketball a few months, but at age 21, Michael Jordan is the National Basketball Association's hottest draw.
When Michael first came to town, I didn't have the money to buy tickets for a Bulls game.
Tonight's attendance, 18,688.
It's just a phenomenal thing to kind of watch it.
Words can't describe him. He's poetry in motion.
That's a good way of describing it, to be
absolutely.
fair. How close are North Carolina and Chicago? Chicago's Illinois, right?
Yeah, Chicago, Illinois.
Illinois, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Carolina's on the East Coast.
Yeah. East.
I can't even pinpoint.
Well, no, it's not East Coast. I don't know if it's on the coast or not. It's above Florida. Somewhere up there.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think if it is actually on the coast or not.
Yeah, I think south, and then you've got obviously north above it. So
Oh,
that's how
okay.
the compasses work.
Oh, so it's relatively...
Yeah.
Figuratively, it's probably still over the entire length of England.
Yeah, it
but
will be.
for people in the US, quite close.
Yeah.
I love his desire. And that's the thing as well. Like, even if he's not the greatest player, it's just the desire. Like, if you've got someone like that on the team, it will bring in fans because they never give up, never die attitude.
Yeah, and even at that stage, he probably wasn't even as good as he would go on to be.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Like you say, the desire makes up for that.
That's it. It's like when you're watching any team that you support. If they're giving it their all,
yeah,
you're all right with it. You get behind the team,
even if you don't always win.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Whereas if they quit, then
He has touched the hearts of Chicagoland and the nation.
The 1984-85 NBA Rookie of the Year, Michael.
Basketball fans from around the world have been gathering.
The Bulls are without Dennis Rodman, and they're without Scottie Pippen. Jordan, look out. 3 in a row.
It was never a day off.
All you guys who never won before, welcome to being a champion. Good start.
gift from
I think from Dennis, yeah.
Phil always looked for a theme for every season.
To Coach Jackson.
It's our first official meeting as a team. Enjoy what's happening because this is it.
I hope they win it.
Open the home portion of their
I feel like they have to,
97,
but then they don't.
98 campaign.
Your 5th ring ceremony is just as exciting as the first.
Even more so. You put it in perspective, we're looking for number 6.
There you go. Good luck.
He's never washed that hand. Like, it's still like.
It's one of those things that I never get why people ever say it. Like, I'm never going to wash this hand again. You are, though.
Yeah, of course
you are. Why are you
you
even
are.
saying that? You're obviously going to wash that hand again. What are you going to do? Just in the shower?
Last year. It's going to be a nice celebration, and we'll enjoy it. But remember, what's important tonight is winning this ball game. Does start off a little bit.
Yeah, we just want to warm up right now. All right. You guys remember in 1984 when they drafted Michael Jordan to the city of Chicago? I said then that we'd be champions by the time I leave. Well, we're a 5-time champion going for 6.
What time is it?
That was really, really interesting, to be fair. One thing that actually stuck out that I didn't really think much of it at the time, I swear at the beginning, he said that he took an 18-month hiatus.
Yes.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
That implies it wasn't an injury or anything.
No, just took time off.
Took time off, so...
I'm sure it'll get to that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know when that was.
I wonder
because-
what point in his career that happened.
Well, they got a 3-peat and they got a... I was going to say 2-peat, that's not even a word.
Back to
No,
back.
it's 3-peat really, is that in the dictionary?
They're going for,
Yeah, but
they're going for the 3-peat. Yeah.
it implies there's a gap in between. So I wonder if that would be when the hiatus was. But that's just me taking those dots and trying to connect them.
Yeah.
And I probably got it completely wrong because that's
I mean,
what I specialise in.
You can let us know what part of his career it happened, but don't spoil anything
Yeah,
else,
don't
'cause
spoil anything.
That was fantastic.
Yeah. How many episodes are there of this?
I actually didn't check.
I
didn't check.
No, yeah. Not yet, yeah. Let's let everyone get on with their day,
Yeah.
shall we? But yeah, let us know your thoughts down in the comment. It looks really, really good. Can't wait to... Again, it's going to be one of these, like Quarterback, where it's going to be so weird watching this apart and not just binging it, because every time they release something to Netflix now, I just binge watch
They both
it
look
whenever I
very,
can.
very bingeable. Like,
Yeah, 100%. No, I really, really enjoyed that. That was excellent. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, as I said, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one.